What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. I know I don't post every day, you know what I mean? If you are one of my subscribers, you know that, it's kind of like a once in a blue moon kind of thing. And the reason why is because I have to let time pass a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? There'd be a lot going on, and I don't want to keep reading on the same energy over and over again. So I just kind of like do a little bit, back off of it a little bit, and then come back. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't believe what I'm saying or whatever, 9 times out of 10, if you are listening to other tarot readers, the messages are going to start leaking out, and you'll notice the time difference gap between when I release it and when it start getting talked about. Okay. That's for you, if it resonate, I guess. But yeah, so lately, so far the messages that I got, it was a very, very deep message, honestly. And I kind of dreaded like getting on here and talking about this because, like I say, I've been going through a lot of, I went through a lot of spiritual warfare, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It just, for me, it just gets old. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing over and over again. You got to take a spiritual bath. You got to, clear your energy. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to. And I'm just like, it's really getting old, So, the messages that I got, I heard, it was like, I was laying in bed and I heard something marching around me. I heard it was a military, it was a spiritual military that was marching around my, where I was sleeping. And it was just, they were just marching and marching and marching and marching. But nothing was being said. I tried to tap in and see if I, saw God up, on his throne. And I didn't see him up there. But I did see, Lucifer or whatever. He was where he normally is, you know what I mean? He's in his domain normally, but he was like really mad. I don't know what happened, but he was really mad about something. Like, I normally don't like his energy. It normally don't, because of what he do, you don't normally catch him being upset with people too often. You know what I'm saying? So somebody did something that triggered a spiritual warfare, right? Spiritual warfare. Not too long after I heard that marching, I kept getting the energy. I kept seeing red horse, red horse, red horse. So I'm like, red horse. So I go and I look in the Bible. The red horse is the horse of the apocalypse. It has to do with warfare, okay? I've been seeing archers and stuff like that. I seen archers. I seen it looked like the Sagittarian sign. So and that's another reason why I didn't release this message right then and there. Because I guess, true enough, God wanted me to warn people, but I wanted to make sure that the army got within range before you say what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? Because just like in the Bible with Elijah, Elisha, those men came looking for Elisha, right? And him and his protege was in like I would say like a shack, right? And they came into this valley and they had him surrounded, or, at least they thought. So Elisha changed his appearance and he went out to greet the men, and they didn't recognize him. Okay. So what ended up happening was Elisha was like, yeah, I know where he is. I'll lead you to them. Right. But the entire time, these men didn't know that they were surrounded by the army of God on the hills of the valley. I'm talking about warring angels were all around this place. So Elisha led him. He didn't know that he was looking for, the general was looking for Elisha, but he didn't recognize Elisha because Elisha changed his face. And what he did was he led these people. He led the general and his army into a valley. That's what it was. He led them into a valley. And the valley was surrounded by nothing but like warriors and warring angels and stuff like that. By the time the man recognized who Elisha was, it was too late. And they were surrounded. And that's exactly what's going on here. I don't know if you've been going through spiritual warfare or not, but if you are, and people has been ramping it up and stuff like that, God is basically telling you that he has the enemy surrounded. While they were preoccupied with doing stuff to you, while they were preoccupied with trying to get away with stuff, while they were preoccupied with whatever they was trying to do, good and bad, God took his time to surround them while you were doing what you do, while they were doing what they were doing to you. So at this point, it's too late to say, oh, I didn't know. It's too late to say, I'm sorry. It's too late to ask for forgiveness. It's too late for repentance. It's too late for all of that. And the reason why is because he had to get up off of his throne and mobilize his army. Once he mobilized his army, that means he gave his word for something, and it's going to be made manifest. Okay? It's too late. Whatever. I don't know if people are trying to like switch sides or whatever it may be, but I'm just, you know, the energy that I got was that it was too late. I did see 187. I just kept seeing 187, 187, 187, 187. I think I've seen 187 probably about 7 or 8 times in the last couple of days. 7, it had to been like 7 or 8 times. I've seen it quite a bit. I've been seeing it a lot. Like since that last video that I talked about. I've been seeing 187 a lot. So something about a death, somebody got, what I'm seeing is homicide, something about a homicide. That's the vibe that I get. I didn't get DOA or nothing like that, or KOA or nothing like that, or KIA, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen anything like that, or, you know, MIA or anything like that. I've been seeing 187, 187, 187, 187. And we all know that 187 is police code for homicide. So if you are law enforcement, I don't know if you're dealing with, well, obviously, more often than not, if you are law enforcement, you're dealing with a murder case some kind of way. You know what I mean? And, you know, I don't know. All right, so today, I guess, I'm just going to pull some cards and see where it leads. I do have something new that I was going to introduce to you guys before I threw it out. This is somebody, like always, I had picked up on the vibe of somebody calling me fake or phony or something like that, right? So what I did was I went back to my painting, painting reading. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. But there's, you know, it's just a painting reading, right? Drew this picture, right? And I'm gonna pick up the energy off of it, and then I'm just gonna, you know, interpret the energy off of it, right? So basically what this is a 7-point star, nothing special. You know what I'm saying? I could have did whatever. It's just that I couldn't think of anything else at the time when I drew this, you know what I mean? And I decided, you know, I'll just do that, and then I'll just fill it in with color or whatever, paint it. This right here is intentional though. This is supposed to represent a road. Okay, and the reason why it's like this, why it's all weird and stuff like this, is because I wanted to do something random. I wanted to take a random image and paint it or create it and then interpret it. You know what I'm saying? And leave it up to you to decide if, you know, I'm on par or not. If I am, cool. If I'm not, that's fine. There's other channels, you know what I mean? So far, what I see in this, I see a man standing in the middle of a fire. Something is burned down. Something is getting ready to burn down. Some kind of foundation or something that was built is being destroyed. It's being destroyed. I do see somebody coming in to try to talk to you just before something is being destroyed. But this person is conniving. This person is basically trying to get you to part the fire or stop the destruction so that they can be saved. Yeah, I see backstabbing energy, okay? Turn it this way. I also see an angel of judgment, I'm thinking. But what I'm seeing is this angel this angel with big strong wings, lifting him or herself up over the entire situation and raining down some kind of hellfire. So there's somebody is getting ready to experience a whole lot of spiritual hellfire is what it is. You know, I don't know if you guys know what hellfire really is, but hellfire is like, I think they're those little rockets that fire, then they break up into smaller rockets and they just start raining down on certain, you know, stuff, right? Yeah. All right. Oof. This isn't just one angel though. I'm seeing more than one. I'm seeing it looks like somebody has like a dark, oh no, that's somebody has a dark spirit that's attached to them. Somebody who holds a kid in their lap. Somebody is consoling somebody, and whoever is consoling this woman with the long black hair, this man that's consoling her, he has a spirit on him. The spirit has horns, big horns. It reminds me of Beelzebub when I saw him because when I was doing this, when I was going through spiritual warfare and stuff like that, there was this woman, this dark-skinned woman, who would watch these two younger women do spell work on, you know, pretty much all day. But she didn't realize that there was a spirit that was on her, or that's been standing in the corner of her home for a long time. And all he do is he just stand there and watch. And it looks like a minotaur, but his name, you know, that's Baal, I guess. I don't know. Or whoever they subscribe to. Okay. Rotation. No, I rotated it this way. I need to rotate it the other way. I see something about like a sowing, reaping what you sow. I see a reaper here, but that's not necessarily the grim. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe it is the grim reaper. I see a spirit with that sickle. There's somebody laying down, and this spirit look like it's dissecting this person bit by bit with a sickle. I see somebody bowing down praying. I see hidden conversations. Somebody, it's like a man and a woman having a conversation behind closed doors. I see another spirit that somebody called themselves trying to summon that's been following them. Kind of look like the Grudge. It got really long hair. It's a lot that's going on here. Ugh. I don't like that energy. That energy is like mud, like walking in dog crap on your shoes. You don't want that to get stuck on you. All right, let's see what else we got here. Who is this? Who's this woman here? There's a woman here that wears like it's something that she wears on her head all the time, like a headdress. I don't know if it's like I want to say it's like a crown, or like it could even just be like roses and like a wreath or something on her head or something like that, or something like that. But she also has like this sheer like cover or something that's over her face or over her head that she cover her head with. She's in despair about something. I can see her watching me now. Whoever she is, she's just sitting there watching me, but she's in despair, hoping that she get news that something changed or something, or that there was some kind of change. Right here in the darker part of this, yeah, I see some people who are like, somebody is going through like, I don't know if it's depression, but they sit in a ball in a corner in the dark. It's like they have a dark cloud over them. Whoever this is, they have like a dark cloud over them. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. I didn't read the white part here yet, but let's see with the white part. For the most part, the only thing that I can see is that something is overfilled, like something was overdone. Somebody overdid something. It has something to do with some water. I don't know if somebody was trying to use water in a spell or water in divination or water some kind of way, but whatever they did, they went overboard with it, and it's starting to leak out, and it's starting to leak back into wherever it came from. Yeah. Unless this is just a woman who's trying to do hydromancy and looking through like a bowl or something like that with water in it. Because I can see part of her face right here. I can see part of it over the brim of the cup. The rest of this is just dark over here. You know what I'm saying? Because it casts a shadow. But I know that the light is probably to her behind her and to the right above her head somewhere. Something like that. I want to say it's the right, but I can see it's like either it's to her left side, I should say. It's on her, I think it's on her left side, or there's like a light that's shining from under her up. If that make any sense, you know how you have a candle or something like that. But I can see like some light coming in, but it's not a whole lot. But yeah, I see her just sitting there watching. Like, ugh. I don't know why people do that. They just like they wait till I do a reading and stuff, and then they try to rush into my energy to try to see if I can see them and stuff. You know how weird that is? Can you see me? You know? There's somebody old ancestor here. Look like an Aboriginal man. I see an old Aborigine man. Look like he almost look like a monkey. Almost look like an ape. Because his face is old. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't calling him a monkey, but I'm just saying he looked like one. Gray hair, gray beard, a lot of gray hair and stuff like that. Looking serious. Probably got a bone. He probably do have a bone in his nostril. Yeah. Probably a shaman. Probably somebody called a shaman some kind of way to do some work for him. That shaman ain't gonna be able to clear that, whatever it is. I don't think that, well, you know what, I'll put cards on it, but I don't think that shaman gonna be able to clear that because of where it come from. This is something that, you know, it's been a long time coming. So, I mean, he could do it, but he gonna disrupt the balance between the realms, which means that he'll be at fault and he'll have to pay for everything that happens. Which means that stuff is gonna happen to him, and it's gonna run through his blood. It happen to him, run through his bloodline until all that energy is exhausted. So if he lived, let's say if somebody, whoever he saved, have like and just figuratively speaking, let's say if we could measure the karma, and the karma weighed about, let's say, a pound, right? I'll say, no, 10 pounds, right? That means that instead of him taking that off of them and transmuting it, God said, no, somebody's going to pay for it. And since you took it off of this person, you're going to hold on. You going to pay for it. And that person is going to pay for it too. So it's 20 now because that person got 10 and this person got 10. They never really, you know what I'm saying? Now, this person, let's say if every year on his life, he's able to clear, let's say, half a pound. No, let's say every 5 years he clear a pound all of that 10 pounds of karma off of him, right? Every 5 years. Now, let's say he died in 10 years, which means he only cleared 1 pound of that off. All of that is going to go into his DNA and is going to be transferred until either it get cleared out through other people in the family or until he reincarnates and finish clearing that out. You see what I'm saying? And the person who did that initiate, who already had that karma, they have to go through their karma anyway. So you pretty much just, I mean, you know, trying to clear it out. I mean, I ain't gonna say you can't. If that's what you want to do, you want to try, that's on you. I don't want nothing to do with that. Somebody really, you know, tough situation. But anyway, let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out. So subconsciously, what's going on here? We have the Hierophant. Yeah, with this Hierophant card out here, there's something about traditional rules and regulations and stuff like that. Something about traditional rules and regulations, okay? I don't know if this has to do with like the spirits and stuff like that, because remember I was just talking about how there was a lot of stuff under judgment, and possibly that's what it is. Somebody is being judged, basically, or judgment is coming in according to the law. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see it like that. Why you see those two people praying like that at the bottom. They're already dead, but they're still praying because, you know, they're looking for something favorable. You see what I'm saying? They already know that they're doomed. Whoever this is for, or, you know, whoever was involved in this, all this mess and stuff like that, whoever God had to march his army for, they already know that they're done for. They already know. But they're just trying to pray for a lighter sentence. They're asking for something lighter. That's why you have the 10 of Cups out here. So you got the 10 of Cups out here. You got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And you got the 6 of Wands out here. Yeah. So basically, what I'm seeing here has something to do about, this is like an entire family, entire generation of people. This has to do with like an entire generation, okay? Like a whole family, all right? When all of this happened, you know, while this was going on, or even now, you know, they were like celebrating and stuff like that, happy and stuff like that. Like going through this spiritual warfare stuff was bringing them bliss, okay? They don't know that they're under judgment. It's just like the story I was telling you about with Elisha. The people who thought that the spell work worked against you, they thought that this was working, they thought that you were, you know, were going to be sad, they thought they caused you to miss out, they're in this concept of where they're thinking about a lot of stuff. That's why you have this brain right here. See that little brain right there with all them eyes on it and stuff like that? It's thinking. It has to do with like, you know what I'm saying? They think that they're seeing what they see. They think they see what they see. They think that they're victorious. They think that they're going to win, okay? But that's what this false illusion is all about. You got the 5 of Pentacles out here in reverse, and you got the 6 of Wands out here. Whoever this was, you know, they tried to lead you out. They did a lot of stuff towards you, right? First of all. But what really took the cake was that they tried to get away with something by taking something from you or blocking you from something that would have brought you victory. It would have brought you some kind of win in life, okay? And, you know, it wasn't just one person. See, you got that lady with that wreath on her head again. Remember I told you about that? That's the lady with the wreath on her head. She's behind the whole thing. It's her and her, you know, consorts here, right? These are the same people. If you look at it, these are the same people that was around this throne. You see how they got those robes and hoods and stuff on? The ones at the bottom down here, they got robe and hood and stuff on too. But they don't know that they're under judgment. Well, I don't know if they knew they were under judgment or whatever. So you could be dealing with a cult, but there was definitely a victory over this cult. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a victory. You got the 5 of Pentacles out here, yeah. Somebody tried to do some work to try to like stop you from getting something that you were supposed to have, or not even just that. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to like the marching, it's like basically now that this military is coming in, this spiritual military is coming in, they're going to the attacks and the warfare and stuff like that. It's gonna cause the reversal of a lot of stuff that happened to you in your life. Okay, like if they made you homeless or they tried to make you homeless or whatever it may be, there's a certain set of angels that's designed for that. If they tried to demean you, put you down, break your spirit, stuff like that, there's a set of angels for that. For every single thing that they did, everything that they did towards you spiritually, it's categorized. It's all in a different category, and there's a different set of angels over each and every one of those categories. Whether, you know, you could sum it up as just money spell, but there's 2 different types of money spell. There's money spell where you lose money. There's money spells where it's difficult for you to gain money. It's money spells where it's difficult for you to save money. It's money spells where it's difficult for people to lend to you. It's money spells to stop people from lending to you. It's a whole spectrum. You see what I'm saying? It's a spectrum. If that makes any sense. But anyway, what happened is, yeah, you have a whole, you know, family of angels. They're more than happy to handle this for you. So, if you have been doing spiritual work, let's say if you were doing like energy clearing work, do that. Keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep clearing your energy and keep walking away. because like I say, somebody in this situation is going to come to you to try to get amnesty some kind of way. And don't give them amnesty, because we already talked about this for the last, what, month or two? Matter of fact, last 6 months, where people were laughing and stuff about what was going on, about how things was happening. And guess what? The curse of Pharaoh came back, just like I said it would. You remember that? You see out there in California how they got that fire, where that fire come from? That's what happened back in Moses' time. When Moses told Pharaoh to let his people go, they got to the riverbank, and guess what? A fiery cloud, a fiery pillar came down to, you know what I'm saying? They were following this fiery pillar to the lake, to, to the, see the cross also, but it also came down on the army to attack the army, to slow them down so that they could get across. Another fire, and at night, a fiery pillar is what they followed to get to, at night it was a fiery pillar. By day, they rested, but at night it was like a fire, I believe a fiery column of fire. Another thing, when it came to the story of Ahab and Jezebel, right before God came, right before all of Jezebel's people that helped her got killed, before all of them, all the priests and stuff like that were murdered and killed, what did God do? He set fire on the altar for Elijah to consume the food, consume the food. Remember, the offering. There was no clouds in sight. It's been dry for years. All of a sudden, fire comes down from heaven and burns up the altar and the offering completely. You see what I'm saying? There's some people who do spiritual warfare, but they don't believe in this. And I'm not here judging you. If you don't believe in God, that's fine by me. I'm not here to make you. I'm not gonna convince you. I'm not gonna make you. Like, you could believe in whatever you want. Whatever. I'm not here to judge. I know what I believe. I'm not here to judge you, though. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they believe stuff I might think is stupid. And some people, some stuff I believe people think stupid. But I'm okay with that. And you should be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened. Anytime there was like a fiery column, fire, that is symbolic of God. And that was another thing. I would see, like, I don't know if you ever been out, well, certain places, like if you were like in Texas or, places where oil is prevalent. I just kept seeing these fire columns everywhere I went, almost everywhere I went. I was seeing them in Wyoming. Of course, Wyoming, but Wyoming is, Utah. Utah usually is just like flat land, but it's really windy. But I saw one of those columns out there. All through Texas, of course, you're going to see it out there. That's obvious, right? I seen it out there in, what was that? I want to say, where was that? Out there in Missouri area, Kansas. Out there in Kansas area. Yeah. Just random. It just pop up all over. And right in the middle of me seeing that, I could pick up on somebody trying to project their energy towards me. I could pick up on spiritual attacks. I could pick up on the whisperings of what to do next. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So basically, with this leader in charge, they are after a victory. Somebody is definitely after some kind of victory. The victory that they thought that they were going to get off of you is what's going to be handed to you. Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's wild. Let's see what else we got here. We got the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse. We got the Five of Swords. And we got the Ace of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, this is wild. Okay. So when the armies went and they started marching, there was stuff in the past that